Well, Bebsie is locked in. Let's move on to the Sunday nighter. Sunday nighter, Saints, Bucs. Buccaneers opening up as 11.5-point favorites. Let's move to 11 or 10.5. Pinnacle's held up the 11.5 right now, but if you want the Buccaneers minus 11.5, it's at plus 106. This total at 46.5. We go over to the cash flow for the Sunday nighter. We have 4,249 tickets in. 37% of tickets are on the Buccaneers and 46% of cash. I find that fascinating that so much of the public would be backing New Orleans here, and also that the bigger bets are still coming in on the Bucs, and yet this market's moving towards the Saints. 30% of the tickets on the under, 66% of cash on this under. Terry Walker looking at Tampa and the over. Saints coming in off a big 39 win at the Jets to snap their 5-game losing streak. Taysom Hill, 15 and 21 for 175 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He ran 11 times for 73 yards and 2 touchdowns. He fumbled twice, but recovered both of them. Alvin Kamara returned from injury, ran 27 times for 120 yards and a touchdown, caught 4 passes for 25 yards. Nick Vannett led receivers with 3 catches for 44 yards. Quan Alexander had 2 sacks. Mark Ingram, Ty Montgomery, and Cameron Jordan remain on the COVID list after missing last week's game. Linebacker Caden Ellis, wide receiver Lil Jordan Humphrey, offensive tackle Ryan Ramczyk, and linebacker Pete Werner were all inactive last week and are questionable this week. Buccaneers coming off their 4th straight win, 33-27 at home over Buffalo in overtime. We talked about the loss for those Bills backers, and it did my heart did go out to you guys. I stayed off the game. Tom Brady was 31-46 for 363 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. It was his 10th straight win over the Bills, and his career record against them is 33-3. He became the NFL's all-time completions leader, and he threw his 700th touchdown pass, including playoffs. Chris Godwin caught 10 passes for 105 yards. Mike Evans caught 6 passes for 91 yards and a touchdown. Our Pistol Pete Loshak was on the NFL Sunday Pub Hub, and I don't remember him in my life betting a player prop. And I said that after he left, and I should have just immediately tailed it. Like, if he's going to bet a player prop, something he doesn't do, and it was 60.5 receiving yards, and he caught 6 passes for 91 yards and a touchdown. Gronk caught 5 passes for 62 yards. By the way, Pistol Pete Loshak will be joining us again this week. He's been on our show for 3 different weeks, and each week he's gone 2-1. So I want him back. Rashard Perryman, 1 catch, game-winning 58-yard catch and run for a TD in overtime. Leonard Fournette ran 19 times for 113 yards and a touchdown. He caught 4 passes for 19 yards. God, he's been good. Devin White, 10 tackles, 1.5 sacks. As a team, they had 3 sacks, 11 quarterback hits. Richard Sherman had an interception and looked healthy out there. They played without safety Jordan Whitehead. He was inactive for the 2nd straight week with a calf injury. Running back Giovanni Bernard sat out the second half because his hip was hurting, and it's a hip strain and a sprained MCL of his knee. He's going to miss more time. He will not be there. Cornerback Jamal Dean also didn't play at halftime. He is in concussion protocol. It was an illness, but they think it was a concussion issue. So they're taking a closer look at Jamal Dean. Take it away here. Is there any interest on these Saints? Looks like the market's moving towards them here, Bebsy.
I mean, it's a lot of points, but I don't want to bet against Tampa at home, especially given just how bad this Saints team has looked as of late. I got no faith in Taysom Hill. And listen, we've talked about this. Many of the cappers in this chat feel the same way. You fade Tampa on the road, you bet them at home. And even at 11 points, I still think they're capable of doing this. This feels like a smash.
What do you think of Twaddy's look here? It says, when the Saints can't run against this defense, what are they going to do? Likes the under.
I don't know if I like the under because I can see Tampa putting up points in bunches. I don't know. Maybe the team total under for New Orleans is a look. I agree with him that if you're going to bet, yeah, he's got Tampa to cover here. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's right. Saints still have a good defense. I don't know what my look is in this one other than team total under for the Saints.
Mr. Funmonk says Taysom Hill not being able to run against Tampa will limit New Orleans offense severely. Not good. Let's go. Brandon doesn't like this number, but says expects Tampa Bay still to take care of business. Mike Brand B's on the Tampa team total over. Burgundy Bet says Tampa stops the run. What do the Saints do after that? Yeah, I think that Saints team total under is interesting. Let's just see what it's at right now at Bet365 just as a peek and see, because I'll be staring at these games for hours after this. 16.5 juice to the over. That's too low, I think. Just a little too low. A little too low. Interesting spot here. This total at 46.5. So if you had a free $500 bet to make right now on the total, this total has not moved at 46.5. Would you go over or under?
I lean over with minimal confidence. I'd be throwing that $500 down, assuming I'll never see it again.